What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer taking a look at, I got him, ULTRA Turles. I just made my last video about spending over 10, or it was 10k, it was 10k CC chasing after ULTRA Turles. I did not get him. I must be the luckiest unlucky Dragon Ball Legends player because I got him, and not only that, but I pulled him twice in the same summon. I did end up spending, I want to say, roughly 15 to 17k. So I know that other people, like, getting 2 copies within 30k is considered good. And of course, I'm unbelievably lucky to have gotten 2 of them. So now he is like pretty high in stars. Certainly enough as a free-to-play player to be really happy. And that's what this video is all about. ULTRA Turles is, well, I don't know. I can't really say because I haven't been playing this game very long. But it seems, generally speaking, people believe that this is the best character in the game. And it's hard to deny that. He's very decent. He has a lot. I mean, I'm talking before his death, when his comeback, I think it's called. I'm still terrible at these terms, but he's pretty good. His ultimate is unbelievable. It's like a nuclear bomb, basically. Like, you can almost guarantee that if your opponent isn't at completely full health, it's probably going to just knock him out. And that is pretty nuts. And then once he comes back, he's just like a super tank. So I'm going to showcase a couple of seconds some replays, and you'll see, like, I'm playing against people who are clearly better than me in every conceivable way. But because I have my team set up the way that I do, I'm able to steal wins. Like, I'm still not good at this game at all. But I feel like I've been able to game the system and the way that the game works pretty well. And you'll see this in just a moment. But this is a quick update on my team. I could put the Shenron in the leader spot so I can get all the boosts, but you do get a boost when you have Ultra characters in the leader spot specifically. And Turles is going to get boosted by all 3 on the bottom. So the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he boosts Sun, Family, and GT. So it wouldn't hit the Turles. But obviously, Sun Family works with Goku. And you also have Shenron. So it's good. I think it's Blast attack. Or it's Strike attack up. It's like 24% or something. And then this bottom Vegeta is a boost to the Blast. But it's only for Saiyans. That's why, I don't know. Turles is a Saiyan, so it could technically get the boost there. And then you have the free Ultra Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, who gives you, I think, a general boost to defense for Saiyan specifically. So the Shenron doesn't getting much, but he is such a good character. And pretty much anytime I've gotten Legends Limited Z Power, I give it to him. So I've gotten him up to 5 stars. I think last time he was only at 4. When I showcase this in a video. And of course I have the Ultra Goku, who has kind of fallen from favor, obviously, in terms of the higher scale meta, but in terms of like this low ranked that I'm playing in PvP, it's not too bad. So let's jump over to PvP. I'm only going to showcase a few. You kind of get the idea. Also, I'm so bad, it's probably hard for people to watch. But as you can see here, okay, I went 7 and 10 in my last 10, which is really good. And I guess I'll showcase basically, like, as a free-to-play player, you're always, like, up against it, right? There's going to be matches where you're just going to be killed because your opponent has, like, better characters than you. But I feel like as a free-to-play player, like, it's really important to really, like, utilize those CC. Like, you're not summoning on every banner, right? You have to be really strategic. And I had a lot of confidence that the UI Goku would be good in long term, because that's kind of like how it has to work as a free-to-play player. You're not going to summon or have the ability to just chase after everything. At some point, you're not going to have this consistent CC farm, so you're going to have to pick your spots. And I chose mine here. I mean, if I have the opportunity to get the best character in the game, I feel like that's going to give me a major advantage. And I did not mean to go so fast here. This is like flying through. I do think that at the very end of this, Turles comes back, but I mean, I kind of destroy this guy. Now, he has a good team, but because I've been able to kind of like chase after this Turles and chase after this UI Goku, because my characters are higher stars, like, that's everything. I think 60% of the game is team building. You know, unless you just play someone who's so much better, which is like something that happens to me all the time, then you're just like not going to be able to hit them. But when it comes to like people who are essentially like within the same range as you, maybe even just a little bit better, like, you can win the game simply because of your like philosophy when it comes to making your characters or building your team and your characters and who you use. Being able to chain like all 3 of my characters, and maybe this is what all good characters do, but the main ability gives you an ultimate, not just a blue card. It gives you something even more than that. It's just great because when you're, you know, comboing and you have your opponent falling back and you know they can't use their vanish, then you just chain them and suddenly, like, you know, your opponent's done for. So obviously this Ultra Turles replaced for me a Legends Limited GT Goku, and they, in a sense, they filled the same role, right? Kind of defensive. You know, you need them to be able to take a hit. You know, that Legends Limited Goku did have a little bit of health. It wasn't officially a comeback, but, you know, once you go to the bottom, you have that little bit of health left. Versus this Turles, which you're about to see here, who he's going to die and he's going to come back essentially all the way. One thing I really like, actually, sometimes when you have ultimate moves and then you have the comeback, like, you'll lose it. But as you'll see here, when he does, I'm pretty sure your opponent is, like, locked from doing anything when you come back from this. So you just, like, hold on to the ultimate, and there you go. Look, you can see how much health damage this was going to do. Like, before the Ki Blast even hit him, his character was dead. So you'll see this a lot. Now, this is the best replay I'm going to show tonight, and I'm probably maybe going to show one more after this. This person is definitively a significantly better Dragon Ball Legends player than me. It's just that Turles is that good. You just get an extra character out of it. Shenron essentially gives you an extra character because once he goes to his indestructible and then uses his ultimate, he basically gets, like, almost all of his health back. Same thing with Turles, but the thing that makes Turles different, besides the fact that he can really take a hit, and that's, like, huge, right? That is huge. Like, even before he dies, like, he has eaten so many, like, ultimates from me. Like, the longer you get to keep him from, like, having that comeback, just the better off that you'll be. And I haven't really fully maximized everything I can get with this Turles, but he has blast armor, and that's just kind of ridiculous. I did Zenkai, or no, I'm sorry. There's so many stupid words in this game, I feel. I did arts boost his ultimate all the way, and I'm obviously going to be working on it. I did the same thing for my UI Goku. He's fully arts boosted now, and my Turles soon will be too. So all of these things just kind of give you an extra little edge here in these matchups. Yeah, just being able to switch through. I actually, and my color palette, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to my team, is very well evened out. I feel like my colors work really well. They all kind of cover each other's back. You always have an advantage. You always have someone to switch to. And I think Turles, when he comes back, is color neutral, which is just an unbelievable effect, like actually crazy. So anytime my opponent hits me with something, I just have someone to eat it, right? Like whatever this powerful attack is, you know, it could be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you know. That way I can kind of keep this UI Goku, who also, once again, like, he may not have a comeback, but his ultimate, or his main ability, excuse me, gives him a bunch of health and the green cards. And when you use the main ability, you get a green card with it. So you do those two in tandem, and suddenly it's like you have 6 lives, and you can just, like, keep fighting. You just keep having these kind of advantages. He did knock out my UI Goku there. That was pretty rough. I still think I have my indestructible with Turles, or excuse me, Shenron. I still have the comeback here. So we will see what ends up happening. I'm kind of like falling behind, but these characters are so good. I think it's going to cover me. You know, having the elemental factor is huge here as a green character. So he's going to be essentially forced to switch. And that's pretty good. This is a bad. I think this is actually where I won the game. Like, unless he just really felt like he needed to get the indestructible, I feel like you just hold on to that, right? Until you can just, like, win the game. Because now, like, he's fine. He's not going to die, as you will see here. So there he goes. And then I have my main ability as well. I come right out of it. I feel like I had been kind of... I switched it up a little bit there. There goes the green card. Okay, I have not used the ultimate yet either. And there goes the blast armor. Switched out at the last second. I really hate that. Sometimes that really annoys me. I feel like they shouldn't have time to do it, but that was just enough. I guess I was just far enough away to where his last little Ki Blast was going off. It really is kind of crazy that I win this game. I kind of don't remember how I even do it. I feel like this was the replay I wanted to show. Okay, here we go. All right, so now he's like a super tank, right? And he's kind of like locked in. There's nothing that he can do. Yeah, and you're just going to see just like, boom, there goes like most of your life. And actually, now that I've art boosted him, that was actually just his blue card. That's insane. That's really crazy. And now I'm probably going to go for the blue here, the ultimate. And yeah, he's this Piccolo is not surviving that. That is for sure. Again, you can see like even before the Ki Blast goes through, like his health was gone just from like those punches. Yeah, I did not have advantage there. I should have switched for sure. Should have switched earlier. I thought I was like pretty close. So it's a 1v2 now suddenly. And you can see how quickly things change with Turles. Turles is the only reason I won this game, quite literally. I do have Rising Rush. I guess I should have just maybe waited. I don't know. I played this at the end very strangely. But I'm just going to get tons of mulligans. This is great, right? Because he's going to have to just like eat a bunch of attacks to try to kill this Shenron. I have the worst habit of, as soon as I'm up close, I do the side dash. And I just get caught for it every time. I just like have this like stigma. I don't know. I don't know if stigma is the right word, but in my mind about doing that. I just feel like I have this reflex where I need to do the perfect vanish. And it gets me. Any good player just kills you basically from it. I did not realize that he had a little bit of life that comes back after he dies. I was hoping that I could basically just like make him use his vanish and then like do mine and end the game. But the timing there was like super off. That was bad by me, but that was like my philosophy. That's why I went for the blue card there. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna force him to use his vanish. I'll use mine, and then here's the end of the game. And you just see like he literally goes full combo, and he just like he's not able to do enough damage, right? He had his vanish, he didn't get it back. It's Turles. That's the only reason I won that game, like at all, even close. You know what? I'll just like end it there. You can see like that is what Turles does. I'm a garbage player, but I'm gaming the game by chasing after the best characters. The best characters are the biggest difference makers in this game. Like I said, I think it's a 60-40 split between the characters that you have and the other 40% is skill. Because as you could see there, that guy schooled me. If I had any other team, pretty much quite literally any other team other than like ULTRA Turles there, he smokes me. The game doesn't go half as long. But that's how DB Legends works. Let me know what you guys think about ULTRA Turles in the comment section down below. Other than that's going to do it for today's video, and I will see you guys next time.